How's it going, Twitch and YouTube? Going over a game that I just played, Rank Support Anivia. This is an amazing champion for this role. Everything about her got nerfed except for her wall, and that is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a ton of cheese, and we're going to go over this game where I went, just popped off, messed up a little bit at the beginning with I stole a blue buff from Vi, and it was it set the tone for the rest of the game. It went pretty poorly up until about midway through the game. But I did what I could throughout the whole entire game to make sure that I had an edge for my team to come back. So we're gonna take a look at this video real quick. Well, not real quick, about 34 minutes long. Let's see. So yeah, anyways, so I want to go over the build real quick. The build starts out with the Eye of the Watchers, I believe? No, it's not Eye of the Watchers. It's the other one. It's the gold one. I forget off the top of my head, but it'll be right. We'll figure it out on the way. Alright, so we're gonna get into this game. Fast forward a little bit. We were getting cheesed by a Ziggs support, so I know that's a really popular ADC for some of the pros right now, just because of this tower executing ability is pretty good. So just nuking damage on towers, just taking them down for no reason. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. We're gonna go ahead and focus on me. So right here, I want to give Vi a hard leash, just so she can have a faster jungle clear, have her help gank us early because they have a Janna and Ziggs bot lane. So coming in with a stun ball, reducing damage, obviously. So I stay a little bit longer, probably more than I'm supposed to. That she hit for a fat amount of damage. She starts it back here, and yeah, I put the whole entire tone of the game. So I tried to pay it back at this point by helping her with a little bit of her jungle. This puts Ezreal on tilt. I guess me trying to apologize for being such a shitter. So, I come over here, help her out with gold a little bit. I thought I was going to help her with the fourth camp at chickens, but Ezreal was pushed pretty hard in. He got ganked super early. He lost his flash, and people were pretty upset about it. So they rotate bottom. I'm level 1 still, but I at least have the stun ball. Probably hit level 2 real quick, and then I will get wall second. I don't need the E for the extra damage just yet. You don't even necessarily need E for the for the entire game. Personally, I max that blast. It's probably the worst of the abilities on Anivia's kit, unless you're looking for a more bursty Anivia. But I personally like it more for the longer Q stun duration, because all I want to do is stun and disrupt their team fighting ability. I'm going to go ahead and pop open the scoreboard so you can see what items I'm picking up. Yeah, sorry about that. We got I start out with coin. I forget which eye it builds into for the support item. I continue to try to do the wall stun cheese, but Ez is too far back to do anything, and he's super low. So at this point, maybe he should have backed off, because right now he's just doing himself no good, because he's just back off, reset in your mind, come back in the lane. But he decided to stay. All I could do at this point is have us just focus down underneath the turret, and hopefully none of us die, but we're still going to lose tower at that moment. And you see a couple things that I had issues with. They ended up fortunately working out in the end. Vi goes in, top lane, helps out next to the kill. Great snowballer for early game, so it's a good choice to go there. because this lane is not moving anywhere. As too low to do anything if Vi arrives. Her relieving any pressure from this bot lane does not advance the game anyway because of the mentality that our bot lane currently has. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. More tower dancing, done. I got my egg popped. Now, sometimes it's okay to get your egg pop. That was probably a misfortunate time for me to get my egg pop, but allowed me to stay there longer than I need to and help with Diaz. At least try to help him get some CS because he wanted to stay. So at this point, tower's probably gonna go down very shortly. So at this point, bot lane phase is over. It is done. You want to rotate. You want to set up vision. You want to help snowball your other lanes. Just let Farm do his thing. But so far we have Orianna who's doing fine. We got Renekton who's doing super well. So where I would want to most likely go is probably top, to probably sneak in, try to lane gank, use the bushes to my advantage on the top side, and hopefully when Renekton goes in, I can help secure that kill room. So rotate mid, because it's the fastest path to top. So came in right up underneath Riven with Orianna. I come up and exhaust her to make sure she doesn't get away because we want this kill. It's worth the time. See that right there? This little line block right there. There's so many angles that you can hit that'll completely block them off early game with that, just completely cutting off their path. It's incredible. What I am maxing first is my wall so I can cheese them the best way I can. And make sure that they don't escape, especially if they're in the jungle. It's almost, you're gonna blow a flash, you're gonna do something to make them have to get over your wall if you're in the jungle at max wall rank. Or they're just gonna stare you down the face. So I went up top to help Renekton take the tower. I want to, what I personally call, unlock the laner. Once the tower's down, that means they can pretty much leave. That's the way most people think when they play League of Legends. They're not going to leave their lane till their tower's down. Also, what I just did right there was I didn't necessarily mean to lock Renekton behind the wave, but I was trying to stall out the wave behind him so that their minions couldn't touch our minions without actually walking around the wave itself, buying us more time to hit the tower. Speed up a little bit. So we keep losing more towers to Ziggs. Slow it down a little bit. I think I was typing something in chat. So I see this going on. I think I was typing more. There's nothing I can do just yet. It's right here, coming in. So we're gonna see. Press the wall, make sure it's slowed, go up and around, probably come up underneath. I let the Janna go because it looked like Orianna may have secured the kill on himself, but Renekton was in a 2v1 situation, so I couldn't necessarily do anything more. Or the best situation for me to go into is to help out the Renekton because he is pretty, not beefy itself, but they have a Riven who is doing pretty well. So I needed to make sure she didn't snowball. So we get out, we get ganked by Ari. Coming in through. Ziggs being pulverized. I don't want to direct the camera. Yeah. Speed up a little bit. I think I'm gonna back here. Try to make sure Orianna doesn't die. She might die. No, she's down. So, rotating bot, because it needs to be pushed in case, or I'm there. I don't necessarily have to push out, I just have to make sure that I'm there to actually help out if the situation calls for it. Got room behind. I rotate this way, like the wave, try to start clear, I start to see, but then I see Ez is getting wrecked, so I go in, help out a little bit. At least we got the kill secure. Tower's probably gonna fall because it's big. So I see Renekton's in trouble, and I know I can offer him an escape. So that's why I showed up there. So now they're stuck up against the wall, and now they're in a bad position because of the wall itself. Now we gave Renekton the time to escape, just throwing out skill shots, hoping some of them landed, but then if I get pushed, I don't think there's much more I could have done there. Dodge charm. I probably didn't need a flash there, but it's alright. I don't necessarily need to be super aggressive. I just need to be within more range. So they take the tower because they're that big. We push them off. Wall them off. Give time for the Ori to kill her. She shields me because Anivia's egg has bonus defenses. I use a little zoning just to make sure they don't want to stay. Alright, back in. Alright. Real quick, taking a look at my build. I'm building, what is it? Now you can figure out what it's called. Eye of the Oasis. Eye of the Oasis. Ionian boots lucidity for the extra CDR because we want our wall on the lowest cooldown possible, just so we can use as much disruption during team fights. So what I was doing there, I was hiding out, seeing if the Riven was going to come up with a wave and try to push in by herself, and then from that position she can't necessarily see me. So I could just throw the wall over the side and she will not know where it's coming from, giving her the surprise attack. So I walled off Jen right here. There's nowhere she can go. She has no friends. I think Oriana. Yeah, she solos Ziggs over here. Oh. Elite Exhaust. I'll probably get done it sooner. Help him out. So all I'm doing right now is I'm trying to... I can get away from them, but I need Vi to have an escape just in case. Nautilus hits pretty hard because of the bonus AD that Jen gives him. I managed to stick the Nautilus in between there. Cutting off his escape route, or his entrance routes to get to us. Make sure, if you hit it just right, separate anybody from you. As long as they don't have a dash to get through your wall, you have a pretty high survivability. So what I'm building into currently is called Redemption. It's a new item that got released this season. Gives you CDR, health, regen, and it gives you a fat heal for your team. It's an AoE heal. Probably all seen it before. It circles down, and after about like 2 seconds, it explodes and gives everyone a huge heal for your team and a burn damage for their team. I was kind of off there. Giving Oriana an escape route. Make sure that she can't get through. She had to blow her Q cooldown, which is not very sharp. So the biggest problems with this build is, as you notice, that when I'm fighting, I don't have much mana. So I think after I build my redemption, before or after you build a redemption, you need to build either a tier or some kind of high mana regen item, because you're just gonna run out pretty frequently. After like one team fight, you're pretty much done and you have it back. That's why I've been backing so frequently. So I got inhib, we're able to push through to get the first mid tower. I'm warding up Baron because at this point they're pretty, they're not super far ahead, but they can just sneak at any time that they want. So it's pretty much gonna be a ward battle between me and Janna. So right now, my job is just to help wave clear. That's the other wonderful portion about playing support Anivia, because you have a second wave clear on your team in case shit goes south. They picked up redemption right there, yep, and I built a tier, so I'm able to wave clear more efficiently and for longer. Alright, I noticed that they're scoping around here, so I want to make sure that they aren't doing Baron. They've been gone for like 10-15 seconds and I haven't seen anybody in the map, so they're kind of hiding out. They're either hiding or doing Baron. So I end up getting caught right here, able to steal off the Nautilus and Janna off me. And I just have to deal with Ribbon, which is fine, because I have enough defenses that it won't matter. Come in here, wall them off, give them no escape. I try to cue the Ribbon on the back end. You see, let's go through your replay real quick. ABC, instead of stunning the Nautilus, my main primary target is going to be Ribbon. So I don't want to hit her, so I just let the Q pass through her, or the Nautilus. It still gets applies a slow, which is fine. And all I want to do was just stun the Ribbon. But it was enough to make them back off for Baron a little bit. Alright, next I want to build, because of Anivia's high AD ratios, and I'm not building damage, I want something to compensate for that. So Liandry's is a great tool for me to be able to continue dealing damage and providing the best support, because it's going to give that burn damage, it's going to give that percent health. So that was just in case. It's kind of trick. It's not a really good trick, but it's something that you can use. Is you can throw double ward spots. It takes them twice as long to clear vision from you if you have if they try to get rid of your wards. Sorry. So they just picked up Dragon. They didn't look like there was an entrance in. I provided Orianna a little bit of support, a little bit of escape. Run them off. Try to disrupt them as much as I can. Alright, I threw the ward over, see that they're doing Baron. Here comes Riven, block her off to make sure that she has, the only way she can go down is down this way. So I come in to buy, make them back off. Tower doesn't have it, or the Baron doesn't have not enough damage for them to stay and complete it, and they kind of force them off. Just because of how much we can split them up. So we got Vi, got Orianna, got Anivia. It's just huge team disruptions. I'm gonna stop it real quick. I'm gonna reset. We're about to hit a really big team fight that kind of put us back in through the help of the disruption ability of my team and the redemption and the zoning. So I throw a heal on my team. We're able to get a nice fat heal. So make sure I walled off the team, split up those two, one down bot, Ari ended up bot, and Ziggs was forced behind there and couldn't get up close. Which is fine for him, but it was enough to make sure Nautilus didn't back off. I wanted to make sure the people that were in stayed. Walled him off, got him stuck between this little portion right here. I can really fight him because I still don't do damage. I can disrupt, but I can still do damage. So, Renekton can pick that up. Rolled her off, scared her. She has no escape. She can't go that way, but I'm sure the Renekton just wanted to stay in take tower. Yeah. I think at this point we are almost at 40% CDR, so there's not much I could have done there. I wasn't fast enough. Maybe it's pretty slow in general. But we can still stay here and fight. Morana dies. Oh no, she dies right there. Yeah, right here. I'm able to extend the wall range of Jessica, Janna. So now she's completely out of the fight. So I stopped the Nautilus. River's behind us. Gotta live. I had to flash reposition myself, wall off, make sure I have my escape. Yeah, I rewarded because there's nothing else I could really do there. I mean, I could have pushed lanes, but there wasn't. All the lanes were pretty pushed out except for this one. I was just gonna back anyways. Alright, looks like everybody's gearing for a fight. Vi's coming from the side, trying to get this to a 5v5. Alright, next gets hit in, which is fine. Walled him off. Had to make everybody, all the whole entire team to walk around. Give time, a little bit of time to deal with Nautilus. The redemption goes off. No, yep, I was able to kill him with a nice stun ball. Walled him off. Make sure that this Nautilus isn't going anywhere. And you want to chase. You want to go in. You want to EDM. Flash down for Janna. If the key would have kept going, would have hit. At this point, we have enough on our team with the Jungle Vi that we want to take Baron at this point because it's just going to be an Ari Janna. I still have my wall that they have to get through, and then if he dashes in, it's just pretty much going to be toast. There's not going to be much to do. So at this point, we want to recover our losses, push down mid, and try to do what we can to end the game. Take good motion because it's pretty much free. So, wall for Dan off, wall Nautilus off. The whole team goes in on that. Yep. I think I'll pop her down here in a second, maybe. Either way, the wall just blocked off 3 members of their team to make sure that they didn't have a good escape route. There's my redemption goes off. We got a nice fat heal. That was pretty much GG. Grab her stuff, push in, nothing you can do. GG no win. Alright. Well, that's it for Support Anivia. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, I guess. But it was my first video. Hopefully it was good. People like it. You guys have a good one.